So, being in lockdown can get kind of boring. But our boredom seems pretty trivial when we consider the danger some women are experiencing during these times.
A recent survey has found COVID-19 is already hitting Australian homes in dangerous ways, especially for women and children. Financial strain, job loss, food insecurity, mental health conditions, drug and alcohol misuse can all inflame high-stress situations. For many women, even the fear of contracting the virus is stopping them from seeking medical care after experiencing abuse. Many victims of abuse have refrained from seeking help from family members as they fear exposing their elderly parents to the virus. For some, travel restrictions may limit the ability to stay with loved ones. Given social distancing and self-isolation requirements, many services have moved online or over the phone. And although women's shelters are still operating, they are diverting people into less communal living. And if the risk of infection is deemed too high, some shelters may close. Women around the world are using code words in places like pharmacies to escape from domestic violence during the lockdown. In Australia, women calling for support are facing issues getting through the lines as they are clogged up with others seeking for help. It's a tough situation, but it does require all of us to put our heads together to figure out how to best support one another. You, as a person who works in the local business, as a neighbor, friend, or loved one, can help these women and children by developing signals for them to communicate when they are in danger. A conversation could start with a quote such as Mask 19 or We are running low of Vegemite and it's getting stressful.
So, if you're bored at home right now, partake in something worthwhile. Read Home Free, Women's Journeys to Safety from Domestic Violence.
Hi everyone, I just want to share you something. I know in the past few weeks we have heard about cases of domestic violence during this quarantine period because of the coronavirus. This issue is a very sensitive and very difficult to discuss, especially to those women who are victims of domestic violence. So the truth behind domestic violence, homelessness, and disadvantage is often kept by women. This is because they are afraid to share it, and some feelings of shame, and because they believe that community is not there for them to listen and hear their stories. There's this one organization, Bonnie. So this is an organization for women and with women who is committed of sharing many stories through a book named Home Free. So this is the book. So what is special about this book? This book is very beautiful, touching, and very dramatic. It shares inspiring first-hand accounts of stories from diverse group of women who represent many different backgrounds and situations. Old, young, well-off, struggling, Christian, Muslim, and undecided. These stories will be useful for women seeking answers for themselves and also for others who can play important role, especially can play a supportive role to other people. So this book is not about being trapped, it's about finding freedom.
The book is cost-free to everyone, and you can find the link to the online version of the book in the description of this video. So please, read Home Free, Women's Journeys to Safety from Domestic Violence. Share it with your families, friends, and colleagues. And let's check in with the women in our lives and let each other know that we're here for one another and we're always there to listen and offer support.
If you or anyone you know is experiencing any form of domestic violence, whether it be physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological, we have a number of organisations we can recommend calling for advice and help.
Call 000 for police and ambulance if you are in immediate danger. For 24/7 confidential information, counseling, and support in relation to family and domestic violence and sexual assault, call 1-800-RESPECT. That's 1-800-737-732. Or contact the Domestic Violence Line on 1-800-656-463. This is a New South Wales statewide telephone crisis counselling and referral service for women, including trans women. Contact Lifeline on 131114 if you or someone you know is experiencing a personal crisis or is thinking about suicide. Contact Relationships Australia on 1300 364 277 for support groups and counselling on relationships and for abusive and abused partners. If you are experiencing domestic violence, you are not alone. There are people you can reach out to. Some of the people in your life who you can reach out to for support include your doctor, your local community health or women's service, a trusted family member or friend. You can visit your local police station and ask to talk to the Domestic Violence Liaison Officer for advice. Educational institutions may offer free support to staff and students. Your workplace may also have access to employee assistance programs. We all have a role to play in bringing an end to domestic violence. Here are some of the things you can do to support survivors of domestic violence, raise awareness on this issue, and help bring an end to domestic violence. Share the online link for the Home Free book. Don't be judgmental. Acknowledge feelings. Be honest. Be supportive. Take a personal stance. Speak out against stereotypes. And participate in fundraisers and protests.
You may be going through a really difficult time, but I would like to remind you that you're not powerless. We are here for you.